Alright guys, if you watched our last video, you know what happened to this thing. For those of you that haven't, we was on our way to Boosted Behaviors cruising last weekend, Saturday, and Dad was playing around on the highway a little bit and blew it up or something, we don't know. We assumed, based on what we thought happened, it busted a piston or threw a rod or something and busted the block and got antifreeze all in the exhaust, because it was just blowing out antifreeze. We don't really know. I did scope it the other day, pulled all the plugs out, put a scope in it, and everything looked pretty good. One of the spark plugs was bent, so we don't really know. So we're gonna go ahead and pull it all the way out, tear it down, see what happened, and hopefully maybe we get lucky and the short block's not hurt. But we're just hoping for the best here. But we really don't know what happened, so we're gonna quit guessing here and go ahead and get it pulled out and see what happened. What do you think about it, Aaron? Aaron, what do you think happened? No comment. Here's a spark plug that was bent and broke. It was on number 3. Like I said, I scoped it. Everything looked fine. All the rods and pistons are going up and down like they should. It did have moisture in all of them, and number 3 had a lot of water, like a lot of water come in it. So, but again, we're just gonna get it pulled apart and quit guessing. We got it out. We got a mess. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the heads off. It was pouring antifreeze out of number 3. So, figure the block's broke. Go ahead. Here, move it. As soon as the oil comes out, put that, dump all that in there too. Hurry up. Turn the motor. mix. Well, my guess was pretty accurate. Not quite as dramatic as I was thinking, but still right. It broke the ring landing off. Put a big old crack. You probably can't see it. There you go. 2 of them. That's where all the antifreeze is coming from. That's all it did. And somehow I got aluminum shavings in this one real bad, and I think it had in this one too. A little bit in there, but I don't know how that did. Makes no sense. The heads look perfectly fine. This one is a little bit beat up right here. Slightly right there, but nothing serious. And this one over here, slightly, nothing major. Like I said, I don't understand how it got aluminum in the other ones, piston material. Anyway, the bottom end still looks great. So we're going to shove it off the side for now. We're not real sure what we're going to do with it yet. We may have a block machine and put new pistons and throw it all back together. We may go LS. We really don't know what we're going to do right now. Poor little truck looks sad now. But we'll let you all know what we decide to do. Hopefully something pretty soon. For those of you that did not know what this motor was, it was a 383 stroker. It had a scat cast steel crank in it, ARP main studs, a lot of really good stuff. High protective pistons. I believe it was just detonation that caused it. We ran cheap fuel in it all the time, just 87. It really needed 93 and an additive, at least. It's like 10 3/4 to 1 compression, something like that. So it really needed better fuel. I believe that's the cause. That's what I'm going to go with anyway. We decided to go ahead and pull the wheels and tires off of it and push it out here and let it sit until we decide exactly what we're going to do. So we'll see. All right, we got a 98 Cummins in here, 24 valve Cummins. It's got a 5-speed, and we're going to be putting a clutch in it today. So I'm going to try to get that done today. But here's the new clutch. First plate, throwout bearing, pilot shaft bearing. I'm gonna get on this and get it tore apart. All right, got it all out, apart, and a mess. All right, here's the clutch disc. It don't look too bad. It's wore down pretty good. There was a couple metal chunks in there. Here's one of them right here. Springs are loose. But we're going to start going back together with it. The flywheel looks good, so slap the new clutch in and throw it all back together. Alright, I got this thing all back together. We drove it. It drives perfectly fine now. What the problem was before is the clutch was not releasing all the way. The pressure plate was not releasing, making it really hard to get in gear, or you couldn't get it in gear. The longer it ran, the worse it got about it. You couldn't hardly shift it even driving. But we got the new clutch in and now it's just perfect. So it's going to be off to the customer. Alright, we went ahead and dropped this motor in here the other day to see how it fits again and see how much we're going to have to cut off the oil pan. You can see I marked it down there a little bit. But since we got it in here, we realized it's going to be more of a headache than it's going to be worth for the customer to use this motor. The headers are not going to work that he's got at all. Manifolds won't work, nothing. It's hitting the firewall right back there also. And I think the only way to possibly make it work is buying some either manifolds or certain headers, I'm not real sure, and maybe redoing the mounts to lower it down and move it forward. But if you do that, it's going to be cutting more into the oil pan, and you can only go down about 1 inch on the front anyway, and I still don't think it's going to be enough to clear the manifolds or headers, whatever he got. So we let the customer know, and he decided he's just going to go ahead and use a small block in it. So we got to go out to his house this weekend, take this motor back to him and pick up the small block. So that should fit right down here with no issues. It kind of sucks because this motor looks really good down in here, but I think it's going to cost more and cost more headache than it's going to be worth. The manifold won't, or the header won't work on this side either, and it's super close to the firewall back here as well. Alright, we got this thing pulled back apart. We got the motor over here. We're going to take it out to his house Saturday, which is in a couple days. And we're going to be picking up a 355 that he's going to go ahead and put in it because this one's just not going to fit. Alright, it's Monday. We still got the motor sitting here. He ended up calling us Friday night and told us to go ahead and wait because he decided to go ahead and go with a 383 stroker this time. And he's got to go pick the motor up. He's going to bring it out here, and then we're going to take this motor out to his house and help him get it on the engine stand. But as soon as we get that done, get the motor back to him and get the other one, we're going to start going back together with it once again and hopefully get this thing back together once again. For good this time, hopefully. Alright, we got the wheels and tires mounted and powder coated for the 85. I got to pick up some valve stems tomorrow and then air them up, and then we're going to stick them on. We got the beauty rings right there. I got the center caps in the back of the truck. But here's the dent. We got pretty much all of it worked out the best we could. You still see a little bit right here, but it's way better than what it was. The trim will cover it up here. I'll probably smear like a skim coat of Bondo on that, the bottom side. But then I'm going to start sanding on it too and get it painted, get the trim on. Alright, we got them all mounted up. The beauty rings, the center caps on, all 4 of them. I'm going to wait till we get done with the body work and all that to put them on. Got it all sanded down and the trim glue cleaned off. I'm waiting for that to dry the rest of the way so I can sand it all down. It is pretty cool out, so hopefully tomorrow it's going to warm up a bit and we'll get it painted tomorrow. If not, and maybe in a few more days. Just kind of see how the weather does. It's been raining and everything. But I got the other side done the same way, so like I said, I'm just waiting on this. Go ahead and let the tan 85 Bondo cure all night. It's dry, hard, but it's still kind of tacky, so I'm going to go ahead and let it sit all night and let it cure fully, and then tomorrow we're going to try to sand it all down and get it painted. That's the goal tomorrow, and get the trim on. But while we're waiting, it shouldn't take us very long. We're going to go ahead and pull the motor out of Joker and get it on the engine stand. And I'm not sure if I'm going to tear it down tonight or that's going to be another day, but I'm going to at least try to get it out and ready to be tore down. So I got everything undone, ready to pull it out. Got a chain on it. Went to go bring the forklift over here, and it ran out of propane halfway over here. So I'm gonna have to wait till tomorrow to get propane to pull it the rest of the way out and get it on the engine stand. Alright, got it all apart. I'll wash it before we go back together with it. We got it on a stand. It's going to sit here for a few days until we get time to mess with it. Maybe a little longer than that, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully we get to it pretty soon and get it back together. That'd be great. We got the whole bottom side painted. You can't tell in the video, but I'm gonna let it dry overnight, and then tomorrow we'll put all the trim on and hopefully the wheels and tires and get everything done. While I'm waiting on this to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and go over there and pull the motor apart out of Joker. Well, I found an issue, a big issue. I remember seeing this before when we took it apart last time, but it ran really good on the engine stand, so I didn't really think a whole lot of it. I'm not sure you can see it, all the pitting in it. Way down there at the bottom, right here, right here. Right here's the other cylinder. It's just as bad. Way down in there too. I guess it was leaking a head gasket at some point in its life, way before we even got it. But it's already 60 over, and it's a 400, so they're not even supposed to go 60 over, so it definitely can't be bored anymore, and that's not going to hone out. So we're not going to be able to use this block unless I get another block machine to put all the good parts in it. But this motor did come out of a drag car at some point before we got it. It ran really good, so I just pulled it apart and cleaned it up and put it back together and threw it in the truck because it ran good on the engine stand, so I figured it'd be good. And apparently not. Just after one time in the burnout competition, it finished it off. But we do have another block I could have machined and put all the good parts over in it. I'm just debating which way to go still, because for what I plan to do with this truck, I think an LS is going to be a better option because they just seem to hold together better and they're plentiful. We do have a good 6.0 I'm thinking about trying to use. Like I said, I haven't decided 100% sure yet, but I think bang for buck is going to be going ahead and going with the LS because I have most of the stuff to do the LS. But we'll see. I'll find out. I'll figure that out pretty soon, and we may be LS swapping this thing. But for some reason here lately, we've just been having bad luck with these old small blocks, and I have no idea why. But what way do y'all think would look better down here? An old small block or an LS? I do plan to carburet the LS if I do it. So I think the LS is going to be the best route. Either way, I got headers for it. Like I said, we have pretty much everything. I have a pretty good cam for it. I still got to buy the supporting things for that. And the fuel system, that's easy. I have mounts. Good. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Which way would you go with it? But I am going to get back over there and get on the 1085 and get that thing finished up. Alright, we got the trim all on and the new wheels and tires. We're still going to wash it. Got the new plugs and wires in it. Got rid of the mist. Runs really good now. I'll get some more video of it when we get it outside. But it looks really good. So we drove this thing earlier. It runs really good, drives really good. It does have we think, a bent wheel on the passenger side rear. So we're going to get a wheel for it. And then we're going to try to adjust on the back brakes some more because they're still grabbing. And we got to add an antifreeze and things like that. And just kind of touch it up, and then it's going to be back off to the customer. So that's going to be all on this truck. I know my last few videos have been jumping all over the place. That's just kind of how we work. We're all over the place doing different things and never are able to focus on one thing at a time. But I'm going to try to get where I'm posting more consistent and of each specific thing. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of how the videos are. If I need to change them, shorten them up, make them longer. Just let me know what you guys want. But let me know in the comments also on what you think I should do with this thing, which way I should go with it. But that's going to be all for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next one.